Hi, I'm Harry Warren. Today I'll be reviewing the Atlas Classic Line HO Scale ALCO C424. The units I'm reviewing today are decorated in the Westchester Railroad paint scheme used from 2010 to 2019 and are numbered 4213 and 4230. Both units are equipped with ESU LokSound. The C424 is a road switcher diesel-electric locomotive first offered by the American Locomotive Company and the Montreal Locomotive Works in 1963. They can produce up to 2,400 horsepower and are equipped with an ALCO 16-251B prime mover and a V16 engine. The locomotives are 58 feet 10 inches in length and have a B-B wheel configuration. 190 units total were produced between 1977 and 1983. The original owners of the C424s include Belt Railway of Chicago, Erie-Lackawanna, Erie Mining Company, National Railways of Mexico, Green Bay and Western, Pennsylvania Railroad, Reading Company, Spokane, Portland, and Seattle Railway, Toledo, Peoria, and Western Railway, Wabash Railroad, Canadian National, and Canadian Pacific. 4213 and 4230 were both built in 1965 by the Montreal Locomotive Works in Montreal, Canada for the Canadian Pacific Railway. Both units were members of the DRS-24B class and were used for road switching and mainline trains on the CP. Both were retired from service between the late 1990s and the early 2000s. In 2005, 4213 was sold to the New Brunswick East Coast Railway and was renumbered to 4202. During that same year, 4230 was purchased by the Westchester Railroad Company in Westchester, Pennsylvania, which at the time was a relatively new tourist railroad looking to expand their fleet of locomotives. 4230 was delivered to the Young Railroad via SEPTA, the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority. Upon arrival, it was painted in a Brunswick green and was given Pennsylvania Railroad keystones. 4230 was used for excursion trains on the Westchester Railroad and would occasionally be used for special excursion trains to 30th Street Station in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, such as the Lansdale Day Special. In 2008, New Brunswick East Coast Railway Company was absorbed by Canadian National, and the majority of its remaining locomotive roster was put up for sale, including 4202. 4202 was sold to the Westchester Railroad Company in 2010 and was delivered that same year via Norfolk Southern and SEPTA. By 2011, 4202 was renumbered to its original number, 4213, and both C424s were repainted into a new gray paint scheme. In 2019, 4230 was repainted into a new zebra stripe paint scheme. As of October 2020, 4213 is currently in the process of being repainted into this scheme. Both units still serve the Westchester Railroad Company today, hauling passenger tourist trains and occasionally photo special freight trains on what was once the Pennsylvania Railroad's Westchester branch and later SEPTA's R3 line. The units come packed in an Atlas Classic Line box with a clear plastic section for display purposes. This gives a nice view of the model still in its packaging. To access the model, the top of the box slides off and reveals the model in a clear plastic case. Inside the box, you'll find a DCC Quick Start Guide, an exploited parts diagram, and a warranty card. With any Atlas model train, you'll find the model screwed onto the black section of the plastic case. This ensures that the model is not damaged during shipping. A small Phillips head or flathead screwdriver are required to take the screw off. Then the models are ready to roll. Atlas does a really good job with accurately painting their models. The Westchester Railroad paint scheme is correct. Keep in mind that these are classic line models from Atlas, which don't have as much detail as the Master Line series. One example of this can be seen on the rear of each locomotive. The Canadian Pacific C424 variants had a single number board with a horizontal dual beam headlight instead of the dual number boards and a vertical dual beam headlight shown here on the model. Classic Line series models usually use a universal shell for all their models regardless of road name. This would be more accurate if the model was decorated in the Pennsylvania Railroad paint scheme or the Reading Company scheme, as these variants of C424s featured this lighting package on the rear. The paint on both models is crisp and opaque. All labels are legible with magnification. I love the Westchester Railway Lines logo printed on the front of each model. The logo is accurate and is very crisp. The models are equipped with several separately applied parts, including plastic handrails, MU cables, a horn, steps, footplates, and coupler cut levers. On my 4213 model, one of the number boards appears to be scratched. When the lights are on using the F0 function, the lights reveal the clear plastic used for the number boards. This is common with some Atlas models and seems to be the only defect with this model. On the front and rear of the models, there are movable foot plates that can be used if you'd like your model operating in a consist. The model also has a gridded walkway. There are also figures installed in the cab of each model. These models are not equipped with windshield wipers, which is common for Classic Line series models. Both models are equipped with AccuMate couplers. For this segment, I will be using an MRC Sound Controller 2.0 to showcase the ESU LokSound DCC decoder features on this model. Out of the box, these models run very smooth. There is a slight humming noise from the motor that can be heard when the ESU LokSound decoder is both on and off. I ran the models around my layout with a passenger train, and they both run very smooth. The Westchester Railroad variant of the Atlas Classic Line HO Scale C424s, announced in November 2016, have been on the market since late 2018. This run included the following railroad variants: Delaware and Hudson, Reading Company, Belt Railway of Chicago, Western New York and Pennsylvania, an undecorated unit, and Westchester. The 2016 run was recently succeeded by a new run announced in January 2019, which are now available for pre-order. The road names in the new run include Green Bay and Western, Erie Lackawanna, Delaware Lackawanna, Minnesota Commercial, Morristown and Erie, and an undecorated variant. The following prices apply for both the 2016 and 2019 runs. The MSRP for the Gold Series locomotives, which are equipped with DCC and ESU LokSound, is $279.95. The MSRP for Silver Series locomotives, which are DCC ready, is $169.95. The 2016 variants have become very hard to find on popular online retailer sites. I was able to find both of my models on eBay, brand new, for around $199.99. Overall, Atlas has done a great job with these locomotives. Although not 100% accurate to the prototype, it's still a great model, and I highly recommend it to anybody who is a fan of ALCOs. I would like to thank my friend Jack for the Rivarossi Pullman cars he gave me, which were used in the operations segment of this review. Please check out his channel, Commanding Officer Kanawa. A link will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and happy Halloween.